Hello everyone. In this video lecture, I am going to proceed to the demonstration of the Marie architecture. Here are the contents of this video lecture. We're going to start with how to download and install the Marie simulator. And then we're going to proceed to the demonstration of the following instructions. So as you can see, I have not included here the subtraction instruction because it has the same process or analysis with the add instruction. Okay, and then also I'm going to add a discussion of the syntax, and then also with the coding conventions. So we're going to start with the demonstration of load, add, and store instruction, followed by the input output, and then lastly the skip cond and jump instructions. And through this demonstration, I am also going to include a simple program on how to implement these instructions shown. Okay, so without further ado, let's start with the first content, which is how to download and install the Marie simulator. You can actually download the Marie simulator in our classroom. It is attached on the material I posted with this video. So just check na lang. And Marie simulator is in .jar file. Therefore, it uses Java environment. So for it to work, you need to have a Java SDK 1.4 or higher. But if you don't have SDK on your device, you can use the online simulator. So I have attached the link here. So it's okay if you're going to use this one, but it would be better if you would try to access the native environment, which is yung marisim.jar na nasa classroom natin. So this is the Marie simulator environment. So once you click the marisim.jar na file and you have SDK on your device, then this will automatically show up. This environment here is the Marie simulator. So dito natin ikakandak or isusulat yung mga codes natin. Okay, so I have included here the different parts of the Marie simulator, more like yung concrete parts lang. Hindi ko na in-include dito yung what if we're going to click the button on the menu. Okay, so later na lang yon. Okay, let's start with the menu. The menu bar where you can find the file, run, stop, step, breakpoint, symbol map, and then help. So this is the menu for creating the Marie file, running, and assembling. So we will talk about this more later on. And then I have here the parang white box, no? Nasa taas merong label, opcode, operand, at saka hex. So this is where the written code will be displayed. But remember, hindi tayo dito magsusulat ng code. Okay? And then next we have here the registers where we can see the different registers we discussed in the previous discussions. Okay? And then we have here the output box. So dito natin makikita yung result. That shows the program output or result. And then dito tayo sa baba na part. So I have here the origin or address where you can store your codes. So, hindi natin yan siya ma-modify. Constant na yan siya dyan. So, this is the area where we can track the different addresses of the written program. So we will discuss more into that later. And we have here the address per line of codes. Okay. And then lastly, we have here itong naka-red na border, itong may ASCII. Okay, so if you're going to click the drop down button, meron yan siyang I think 3 types, no? ASCII, hex, at saka decimal. So these two drop down button here, as you can see, pareho silang ASCII, right? Okay, so you should always remember that they must always have the same type. Now let's proceed to the demonstration for simple program. So, i-demonstrate na natin dito yung mga different instructions of the Marie architecture. But first, let's start with the syntax of the Marie simulator. So, in our coding area where we write our code, ganito yung syntax natin. So, we always write first the origin. So, ano ba yung origin? Okay, so origin is the area where in the memory we put our code. So, followed by the declaration of constant commands and variables. So, dito na, after the origin, we now can write the different instructions such as add, load, store, and the different variables. And then after that is the halt command. So, ibig sabihin ng halt command, stop na yung pag-run sa program. And then after the halt command is the initialization. So, the difference from the Marie with the what do you call this? High level programming language is that yung initialization ni Marie is after the body of the codes, no? Nasa last part yan siya, and actually after pa talaga sa halt command. Now, let's proceed to the coding conventions. Ano ba yung dapat natin na i-mind when writing the Marie instructions? Okay, for the coding and conventions, we have to take note of the following. So, constant instructions or mnemonic codes should be written in caps. So, yung mga instructions natin such as load, store, and add, kailangan capital letter lahat. Okay? Next, variable names are case sensitive. So, this is same with C++. Case sensitive siya. And should start with a lowercase. So, always remember that our variable in Marie architecture or Marie simulator, dapat it always starts with lowercase para ma-identify din siya na it is a variable. Next, we have to indent the code properly. So, hindi naman sensitive sa indentation yung Marie simulator. But, kapag we indent our code properly, it is really organized. So, malalaman natin yan later. And lastly, 1 backslash for comments.